Well, Claude, your first goal as a member of the Panthers, but also you've been a part of some pretty incredible comeback victories so far in the short time that you've been with this team. What can you say about being a part of it and just experiencing it from this side?
Yeah, we definitely don't make it easy on ourselves. We have a hard time playing at 60 minutes, but when we're on, we can do a lot of damage. So I think as exciting as it is to win games like this, we need to find ways to win games that are not as exciting.
And getting the first goal, I mean, of course, anyone joining a new team wants to kind of get that one out of the way. Is it a bit of a relief? And do you feel like you are just game by game gaining more confidence and chemistry with your line mates?
Yeah, I mean, my teammates were doing a good job reminding me I didn't have a goal yet. So it's nice to be able to get a goal and help the team have a comeback like we did tonight.
When you said you wanted to come to Florida, you said that you wanted to come because of the talent and the team and all that. But you've seen in two of the last three games the comebacks that you guys can make. I know you don't want to be in that position. You just said so, but wow, right? I mean, these have been some pretty wild games for you guys.
I mean, I know the fans really enjoy playing, watching those games, and I mean, it's pretty fun to play them too. But right now, I think Coach doing a good job of trying to find chemistry with the guys, and obviously Hubie and Barkey, they have great chemistry together. They move the puck well. We just need to find four lines that have great chemistry together.
You talk about Hubie and Barkey and chemistry, but it looks like you and Hubie are developing something nice out there as well with his assist on your goal. Just what's working so far early on with you two?
Yeah, we talked about it a few times that we have no chemistry whatsoever. So to be able to get a goal together, I was pretty jacked up, and he looked pretty excited too. So anytime he's a great player. Anytime you have a chance to play with a player like that, you just go out there and try to compliment him.
Gonna be a lot more crazy nights here to come in the future of the playoffs. But what do you just think of the crowd tonight, especially after your goal? They went pretty wild.
Yeah, it was great. Fans are in the game, and when we're down 5-1, we made it 5-2, and it's like the crowd knew we were coming back, so it was pretty loud out there.
And Jonathan Huberdeau tonight, 2 goals, obviously the game winner, 5 points. Do you think that he's a legitimate candidate for the Hart Trophy? You saw him from afar, and now you're playing with him. What do you think?
100%. I mean, he's it's every night. Every night he brings it. He plays the right way. He makes a lot of plays. He's he makes everybody around him better. So, I mean, he's feeling it right now. So we're just trying to follow him.
The points he's putting up, I mean,
what's that? Sorry?
The points he's putting up is just unbelievable.
Oh, 100%. I mean, but it's not just about the points. It's how he's playing out there offensively and defensively. I think people that know the game know that defensively he's a great checker.
The next question will come from David Wilson, Miami Herald.
But kind of in that similar vein, that Barkov-Huberdeau combo has obviously, you've seen that from afar, but tonight was, they kind of combined on that go-ahead goal and then obviously the game winner. Just what has impressed you about those two and the way they play together?
Well, I mean, they just have an knack to be able to find each other. They have giving goals, and a couple of games ago they have a two-man cycle for about 10 seconds. So you don't see that kind of stuff often, but they can play with pretty much anybody. So, but it's always a treat when they start playing on the same line.
That's what they get from playing 7 years together or whatever it's been now.
That usually helps. Yeah. Thanks.
We know we could score goals, but it's just some of the things we were doing to fall behind and not being prepared for what was coming. So, but a lot of resolve, a lot of grit in this group. We know that. It just we have to stop doing this because this isn't a good sign.
And for Claude Giroux, nice to see him finally get rewarded with that first goal, and also a goal that was one of those turning points for you guys tonight.
Yeah, big goal. I thought he really played well there through that stretch halfway through the second, through the third, and their line really got us going in a lot of different ways. They didn't get totally rewarded for it, but they were going.
That second period to start, obviously, get the 2 Marner goals, but was that as much system breakdowns as it was the goaltending?
I think it was breakdowns in a lot of different ways. right from the start of the second. I think it was the whole game. I mean, they're a really, really good team, and they're fast, and we weren't prepared for the pace, and we haven't seen a team like that for a while. We saw them 2 weeks ago, but I think we're both on a back-to-back, and they were 1-1 tonight too, but they came with a lot of pace. They were ready to play, and we kind of inched our way into it. I thought we were okay to start, and then kind of got a little lackadaisical with the puck, and they were starting to turn the pace up, and we were a little bit slow twitch for a big part of that game, or the early parts of the game. And I thought second period we started getting going a little bit, and started doing the good things that we do, besides some of the penalties that we took.
And you did look frustrated. We saw that. But as far as the goaltending goes, you had to pull Sergei second period. After that seemed more of a mercy thing. Was tonight just a spark?
Yeah, no, it was for sure. It was a spark and a mercy. He's not completely fair at all to Bob. We just weren't sharp, and we weren't ready to play in the second period. And to give up the goals we gave up and the penalties we took was unacceptable. And on a positive note, your big guns really came to play tonight. That's a good night for Jonathan Huberdeau on Canadian TV, eh? Yeah, exactly. Great night for him, and kind of showed what we've been talking about all year, maybe for Canada to see what we've been talking about, him and Barkey and what they can do. So good for them. Huge plays. Kind of what they did all year, they did again tonight.
That's what I was going to ask you. You've seen this happen with your team doing this. But was this even a little bit more extraordinary tonight, taking into consideration the opponent and kind of a frenzied game? It was a frenzied game. I think both teams, sure their coach is scratching his head a little bit too. So it was one of those games, and it's fun for the fans. It's probably fun for the players in a lot of ways, but not as much fun for us. And a little bit helter-skelter on both ends a little bit. And it's entertaining, but it's not going to win you a lot of games in the playoffs.
From a coaching perspective, it seemed like offensively you guys were doing things most of the game, but just where are you seeing the areas that, are breaking down? Where are you kind of focusing in on what to address in terms of changing the way that you guys approach games and being ready? I think some individual mistakes. I think there's also some awareness mistakes on everybody. There's some undiscipline. We took some penalties that were undisciplined against a great power play. Things like that kind of put us in the hole a little bit. I think defensively, we got to tighten things up. And I think our awareness and our managing of the game, we kind of get away with a lot of different things during the year. And that's kind of normal with an offensive team. But again, that style of hockey is not going to win. You got to give credit to Spencer. I mean, coming in that situation, though, it wasn't just a matter of the offense turning on. He made some really big saves throughout the rest of his time in the net, even on Austin Matthews. Yeah, he was great. He was really solid. Put him in an uncomfortable position, and he kind of got his legs going there after the first couple shots, and I thought he played really well. Thanks.